Mic check, test one.
Mic check, test one.
Mic check, test one. Could you turn up a little bit for me, Francis? Turn up this one. Mic check, test one.
Mic check, test one. Well.
Good evening, Ringette fans. Welcome to the Canadian Ringette Championships.
I need to interrupt you. Due to unpopular demand, Brad and Bill are back.
Bill and Brad back in action here. We're about to bring you some Ringette action here, but first we got a little birthday thing going on. There goes Captain Lindsay B. She's going to do a solo lap. Lindsay being the only third-year player on the Calgary Rogue. Lindsay's going to do a solo lap to represent her third year. And here come the Calgary Rogue. It is a beautiful day here in Canada, Ontario. It is 6 p.m. local time. We are about to bring you this gold medal action on the consolation side between the home team, the U19 AA Calgary Rogue AB2 this year, be playing against the visiting team, which is the 19 AA PEI Wave. My name is Bill. I got Brad standing beside me. We're going to bring you some play-by-play here.
Good afternoon, Ringette fans.
We are Calgary guys, but we will call a nice even game here. The athletes deserve that respect, and we will give that to them. So we got the 3-minute warm-up clock is running, both teams on the ice. The Calgary being the home team, they've got their red on red with the blue and white trim. PEI Wave being the visiting team, they've got their white jersey with their black pants and their green trim. Few rules about Ringette. If you're new to the sport, it's a beautiful game, fastest game on ice. Lines are important in Ringette. You've got 2 blue lines on the ice. You have to pass over the blue lines, exit the zone and enter the zone. There's a red line that touches both circles inside each zone. That's called the Ringette line. You're only allowed 3 players inside the Ringette line, typically 3 defenders and 3 attackers. The blue line around the top of the crease, that is a crease, and only the goaltender's allowed in there. Anything else that goes inside there, be it defending team or attacking team, that's a crease violation and a change in possession. We do not do face-offs in Ringette. We do what's called a free pass. The referee will award a free pass to a team, and that team's got 5 seconds after the whistle to make a free pass play out of the circle and start the play. We have a 30-second shot clock here. You're going to hear Brad and I talking a lot about shot clocks. We'll be talking about reset shots. We'll be talking about 15 on the shot clock, that kind of thing. Shot clock will reset on a change in possession or a shot on goal. Those are the basics. We're going to watch the chat here, so if you want to say hello in the chat, we'd love to know who you are, where you're watching from, whether you're cheering for the PEI Wave or for the Calgary Rogue. Again, this is the gold medal final in the consolation round. Winning team will be placed 9th in the country and win the consolation side. We're down to 45 seconds.
I think we should probably give a big birthday shout-out to J.D. Patel. Probably a big birthday shout-out to number 3, J.D. Patel. It is her night.
Real quickly, we're going to get the Ringette Canada sponsors out of the way. That's Government of Canada, Gatorade, Athena Ringette, and Ringette. So we appreciate the Ringette Canada sponsors. We've got some event sponsors that we'll get to in a moment. This is the final Friday in a week of action here at the Canadian Ringette Championships, known as the CRCs, being hosted by Ottawa out here in Canada, Ontario. We've got the championship side semifinals tonight, and then tomorrow, Saturday, will be a championship day Saturday. They will play the gold and bronze medal games on Saturday, closing ceremony Saturday night, and then the Ringette season is complete for everybody.
Well, we're off to a good start. We are warm-ups and still, we are already 104 people strong. We've got Golden Gale Fan 07. Still has not brought us real beers, but we are satisfied.
She keeps sending us virtual beers. I guess we got to live with that, buddy.
Nakamori fams, let's go Rogue. I agree.
Hello, Jackie. Konbanwa. Gina Marsher from T-Bay. Looking forward to a good game. Go Rogue. Thanks, Bill, for your informative commentary. Gina and Marsha watching from Thunder Bay. We appreciate you all season here.
Lise Meerberg coming from PEI, watching and cheering from PEI. Very proud of our girls, as you should be.
You should be, absolutely. Takes a lot to get to this game. Here we go, 4 quarters of 10 minutes of action. The game is underway. Here's Team PEI with the ring. Center ice free pass. They're going to go D to D here. The defender walking the blue line. It is noisy in the rink here. Lots of support. Good steal there by Jordan Nero, number 4, Red. That's a really good pickpocket by number 45, Annika. Annika shoots and scores. Annika with a steal. Turns around, shoots and scores. 18 seconds into the game, Team PEI scores the first goal and draws first blood.
That's a great first goal from PEI, be able to capitalize on that missed ring in the offensive zone, be able to bury it behind Sylv Coley. We'll look for her to bounce back. She's a strong goaltender, and Rogue's a strong team, but really nice start from PEI.
Great play by Annika to steal the ring, turn, walk in, shoot, and score. All right, here's Tasha Blackwell, number 8, Red's going to put it over to 2, Alyssa Walter. Alyssa's going to walk the blue, feeds her down Main Street, picked up there by JD. JD's in behind the net. Here comes JD Patel, birthday girl, number 3, Red. She goes down to Tegan, number 10. 10, Red. Tegan's going to slide it over to Addie. Addie Senioja, 18, Red. Going to find a shooting lane, shoots it just wide. Ring ends up in the crease, and the goaltender puts it in behind the net. Here comes PEI on the breakout. Long pass out to the neutral zone. PEI picks it up. They're going to bounce it into the zone down there. JD is going to battle. We had 4 in the zone, but the referee didn't notice, so no harm, no foul. JD is going to put that out to Tasha. Tasha feeds that down to Hallie Rushfeld. Here's 15, Red. Hallie Rushfeld in behind the net. She's coming out the other side. Puts it across to Avery. Avery Kliznik shoots. Goalie got a good piece of it. Looks like the goaltender today, number 58, Livia Weatherby. Livia in net for Team PEI. And Calgary maintains control of the ring. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's number 6, Layla Astley. Layla cutting to the middle. Survives the check, feeds it back to 15. Hallie. Hallie's going to dangle, shoots it in. Goes in behind the net. No reset on that, down to 10 on the shot clock. Here's Avery Kliznik, number 11. Avery's going to rip that in. Good save by Livia. Ring ends up into the corner, and Layla picks it up. Fresh 30 on the shot clock.
Perfect reset play, be able to get that shot off and get that rebound, and fresh 30.
Here's Jocelyn Galbraith, number 16, Red. Jocelyn cutting across the top, looking for the shooting lane. She goes down low post, bounces to the feet. Quick shot by Tegan. Looks like Calgary's in the crease. That's going to be a crease violation on Tegan. That's going to be a goalie ring. Number 58, goaltender Livia Weatherby. Livia's going to flip that out. Good pass out past the Ringette line, and they're out to the neutral zone. Loose ring there. Going to be picked up by Captain Lindsay. Lindsay Byers playing her last 19 AA game. And a turnover. PEI's walking in. Quick break. Shoots it across. Number 52 takes the shot. Good shot by Brielle. And Sophia makes a good save. Rink comes all the way out to the Ringette line. PEI with control here. It's number 45 with the ring. Annika. Annika's going to drop it off to number 42. That's Maya. Maya Gallant with the ring currently. Maya comes out from behind the net. Maya's going to try to slide it through. It's picked up by Lindsay. Lindsay's going to advance that out to Jocelyn. Jocelyn's got the ring. Jocelyn backhands it in. One-on-one action here for Addison Yoja. She missed the ring. Maya Gallant's going to pick it up. Here's Amaya. Puts it all the way out to the neutral zone. Number 51, Marley. Marley is going to get tripped up here. That'll be a penalty to Calgary. Marley David's got the ring. Feeds it in to number 50, Sophie Gallant. Sophie feeds it back to Marley. Marley's got the ring in behind the net. Marley's going to feed it out to number 49, Jessica. Jessica's got the ring. Back down to Marley. Marley feeds it across the top. They go down low. Number 42 rips it up over the net. That's Maya Gallant. 49, Jessica's going to pick it up. Jessica's going to rip that shot. Misses the net. PEI's down to 2 on the shot clock. That's going to be a shot clock burn by PEI. So Calgary will get possession of the ring, but number 17, Sophie Miller's going to go 2 for tripping here. First penalty of the game goes to Calgary. Calgary will have a defensive free pass here. A little unusual. You don't see a ton of these in Ringette, so.
We have seen a lot of them this week, though.
5-on-4 skater advantage for Team PEI. Jordan Nero skated over the blue line there. Jordan was looking to advance the ring. She skated over that center blue line, which is a violation. That's going to be a quick turnover right back to the PEI wave. So number 45 saddles up. She's got the ring on the blue dot. That's Annika. Annika Saulnier. Here's Annika. Takes a look at the net, feeds it over to the quiet ice. Comes number 42, Maya Gallant. Or pardon me, 41, Marin. Marin Myers has the ring. Here's Marin looping in the quiet ice. Cutting across the top. Nice hard pass over to Annika. Annika picks it up on the bounce. Annika goes down low to Ella. Ella Chason. Goes back across over to Annika. Annika with the ring. Driving across the top, trying to find a shooting lane. Backhand shoots. Good save by Sophia. Number 1, Sophia Coley's in net here. That's the starting goaltender for Calgary. Here's Maren Myers with the ring. She's got control. She's going to find a shooting lane. Takes a shot. Good blocker save by Soph. And Hallie Rushville cleans up the rebound. Hallie's going to walk the blue line. She's going to loop around trying to find a teammate.
That's
got lots of open ice now.
That's a good reaction from Soph, be able to square up to both of those shots after that first goal.
Hallie got knocked down here. We got a quick break for PEI coming the other way. Layla quickly gets back. That's number 57, Grace. Grace Trainer had the ring. She slides it over. There's a quick shot by number 51, Marley David. Marley battling for the ring here. Marley battling with Layla. That's going to be called a move it or lose it violation on PEI. It'll be Calgary Ring.
You'll see a big thing that when the athletes, what they do is they'll try and block out a player with their body builder to gain possession or at least defend possession. And they did a really good job. Layla did a good job on that ring.
Calgary's out to the neutral zone here. Quick feed into Avery Kliznik. Here's number 11. Avery looking to cut the net. Goes in behind the net here, down to 15 on the shot clock. Avery Kliznik, 11 red for Calgary, drops it off to Alyssa. Alyssa's going to take that shot, just misses the net. Avery's going to go get that rebound. We're down to 6 on the shot clock for Calgary. Quick shot, misses the net again. Down to 2 on the shot clock. And Calgary will burn the 30-second shot clock. That'll be goalie ring for number 58, Livia. Livia's got the ring. There's a whistle, 5 seconds. She quickly drops it to her D partner. And now PI is out to the neutral zone there. Number 50 has the ring. There's Sophie Gallant. Sophie feeds it all the way into the zone. It's picked up by Lindsay. Captain Lindsay Byers for Calgary. Lindsay feeds it out to Addison, number 18. Addie gets tripped up. That'll be a penalty on PEI. Going to be a tripping call here. It'll be number 50, Sophie Glant. Sophie Glant's going to go 2 for the trip here. And the Calgary penalty's over, so it's going to be a 5-on-4 skater advantage for Calgary.
One of the things you can't understate is the difficulty of picking up that ring at speed. These athletes are coming into that neutral zone with the ring going at, whatever speed, and they are coming at Mach speed, and they're able to pick it up on their stick. A really difficult skill to master.
Here's a free pass for Calgary. Hallie Rushville's got the ring. 1-0 for PEI right now. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Here comes JD, slides it over to Hallie. Good pickup by Hallie, reaches back for it. She's going to settle down, start the attack on the quiet ice. She goes down low to Tegan. Tegan's in behind the net, coming out on her backhand here. Comes Tegan Dick, number 10, slides it across. Hard pass there, she'll go get it herself. She's down to 5 on the shot clock. Tegan has ripped that in on net. Goalie makes a save. That's going to be a reset. There's number 49, Jessica with the ring. Jessica's under instant pressure here. Number 47, Ella comes in to help out. Ella's got the ring in behind the net. Ella Chason surviving the pressure. Gets pushed into the boards. That'll be a penalty on Calgary. And there's the whistle. It's going to be a boarding call on Calgary.
When they're playing the ring, there's going to be a change of possession there, but when you play the body, that's where that contact call is made. JD was really good aggression, not obviously an aggressive play, but just got a little too much body and not enough ring on that one.
All right, number 3, JD Patel goes 2 for boarding.
That's a birthday penalty.
A birthday penalty. We got some 4-on-4 action here. Free pass for PEI. Comes 52, charging hard. Brielle Matheson coming out the other side, coming out on her forehand, goes way up high. Trying to find a shooting lane. There's a shooting lane. Good save by Sophia Coley. Soph's got the ring. She's going to drop it in behind the net to Jocelyn. Captain Jocelyn here. We got 3 captains on Calgary. Slides it out to the neutral zone. There's Cameron Earl. Cameron slides it into Layla. Layla driving 1 against 2 here. She's going to wait for some teammates to help her out. And now we got 3 on the zone here. Layla's going to drop it off to Jocelyn. Jocelyn Galbraith. There's a shooting lane. Takes a shot. Good save by Olivia. And the shot clock went off, but the referees didn't blow the whistle. All right. So we play on. PEI with the ring. That's 57, Grace Trainer. Grace puts it across. It's a touch ring, so it's a live ring for both teams. Lindsay's going to pick that up. Here comes Lindsay Byers. Captain Lenny B. Lindsay's going to walk the blue. Backhand feeds it out to Avery Kliznik. Avery. Actually, Cameron ended up picking that up. It was going to Avery, but Cameron got it. Nice stab. Here's Addison Yoja behind the net. 2:48 left in the first quarter. Currently 1-0 for Team PEI over Calgary Rogue. Addie goes way up high to the blue line. Now she's driving down Main Street, flips around, drops it off to Avery. Avery backhand gets that shot on Livia. Livia makes a save. Avery will pick up the rebound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Avery's going to slide that out to Jordan Arrow. Number 4, Jordan puts it back to Avery. Avery slides it across to Hallie. Hallie's going to dangle in, goes forehand. takes a shot, misses the net. They're going to call a reset on that, so goalie must have got a piece of it. Hallie's got the rebound, battling hard. Loose ring down there. Body's down on the ice. It's going to be a good stick check by Hallie. Steals the ring away. Hallie's under heavy pressure here. Good check in by PEI. Here comes Hallie. She's going to drop that off to Sophie Miller. Soph's cutting across the top. Going to take that shot. Deflects off the defender. Hallie puts it in the net, but she's in the crease. That's a crease violation. No goal. Livia pulls it out, picks it up, drops it side of the net to her D partner, Lucy Power. Here comes Lucy. Lucy, number 46, White. She's going to put it out to the neutral zone to number 50, Sophie Glant. Sophie's okay to put it down into the zone, picked up by Hallie. Hallie supports it over to Jordan Nero. Because Jordan's going to survive her check, slides it out to the neutral zone. Hallie's got it. Hallie's going to go down deep to Tegan. Here's Tegan chasing it hard. Tegan ends in behind the net, coming out on her forehand here. Minute and a half left in the first quarter. Here comes Tegan, takes a shot at Wobbler, ends up in the crease, and Gracie picks it up. Or Olivia, pardon me. Olivia quickly flares it out. PEI's out to the neutral zone there. Number 49 is going to walk the blue. Good save there by Jessica. Actually, they're going to say Jessica did carry it across the line, so that'll be a both sides violation on 49 White, Jessica.
Big shout out to Bernadette Power, 1960. Thanks so much for volunteering to do the commentary. It's so appreciated watching PI. That's great. They're actually paying us $2 million each for this game alone. But we're still drinking virtual beers.
They found some extra budget for Brad and I, apparently. Here comes Layla. Layla cutting across the top, looking to find a shooting lane. Goes down low to JD Patel, birthday girl here, number 3. JD drops it down low to Jocelyn. Jocelyn wheels quickly. Puts it back up to JD. JD's going to shoot just off the edge of the post. No reset, down to 10 on the shot clock. PEI picks up the ring. Throws it out to the neutral zone. That'll be stolen away by Tasha, number 8. Tasha's going to feed her down deep to JD. JD cuts in, shoots. Good save by Olivia. Olivia's going to pick that up, quickly throw it into the corner. PEI's going to throw it out to the neutral zone again. There's number 45, Annika. Annika with the ring, under pressure. Puts it over to the sideboards there. Contested ring. Calgary's going to pick that up. We got a one-on-one here. JD's going to walk in, driving one-on-one, have some fun. Puts it back across, stolen away by number 49, Jessica Holmes. There's Jessica, who's going to bounce it out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by 53, Ella Taylor. Ella got stick check. Addie's got the ring. Addie for Calgary. Going to one-hand that into the zone. Picked up by Lindsay. Put it over to Avery. Avery got stick check. We're down to 8 seconds in the quarter. My, how time flies. We're having fun. Avery trying to find a shot. There's a lane. Good shot block by PEI. There goes the buzzer. That'll be first 10 minutes in the books. 25% done. We got 75% to go, Bradley.
Pretty good quarter. I was going to say that goaltender for PEI is the epitome of cool and calm. Whether it be saves or whether it be free ring, she is out there just throwing that ring really, really calmly. Soph Coley tested early on that first goal, but has recovered and has made some really, really solid stops. Both goaltenders very much square to those first shots. So far, good first quarter for these two teams.
Going to do a quick shout out to some of the event sponsors here. Ottawa Tourism, the Government of Ontario, RBC Wealth Management, Booster Juice, McNally Gervin LLP, Athena, Gatorade, Serganor, Hertz, Dom Sports, Ringette, and NAMI. That's about halfway through the list. Just want to say thank you to all the event sponsors. It takes a lot to put on an event like this, so we appreciate your support. We appreciate all the volunteers that have put together a wonderful event here in Ottawa, Canada.
We're up to 166 viewers for this Constellation final. Of notable absence is U19 Angels.
Where's our Angels from Winnipeg? Supposed to be buying us a beer all week. We got producer Susan online. Hello, producer Susan. And Phyllis Kane. Hello, Phyllis.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Well, it's actually Brad's mom, but you know what? I feel like all season I've gotten to know you. I think I can call you Mom, too.
I feel like she'd agree.
All right. Again, wherever you're watching from, thanks for tuning in, bringing you some fun action here. Again, we're in the Constellation Gold Medal Final between the Calgary Rogue and Team PEI. There's a whistle. Home team Calgary with the ring. Alyssa's got the ring on the center ice free pass. Alyssa's going to feed that down to Avery. Avery's going to walk down Main Street. Forehand shoots it. Good save there by Livia. Ring's going to bounce around. It's going to be Calgary in the crease. Goalie Ring. Livia's got 5 seconds to make a play. She's going to drop it in behind the net there. Avery battling hard there. Contested ring. PEI is going to come out with a good half-board breakout to number 44. That's Maya. Maya Fisher puts it out to the neutral zone. Ring's bouncing around out there. Number 51's got it. That's Marley David. And now 46 has it. Lucy Powers going to feed it into the zone. Lucy's going to bat it to herself. That's picked up by Rushfeld. Hallie's going to put it out to the blue line. Sophie Miller's going to put it back to Hallie. Hallie's walking down Main Street. She goes backhand, forehand, shoots it way up over the net. And then PI's going to pick up the ring. Number 48's got the ring here, Haley McDonald. Haley from her knees puts it to the blue line. And that's going to be turned over in the neutral zone. Picked up there by Hallie Rushfeld. Puts it over to Jocelyn. Jocelyn working hard, bats it into the zone. Here's JD Patel. JD walking down Main Street here, drops it off to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, backhand, passes it over. JD's going to go get it. We're down to 16 on the shot clock. JD gets checked, knocked down. It's a turnover by number 42, Maya Gallant. Maya puts it out to the neutral zone. There's number 45, Annika. Annika got tied up, frozen ring, move it or lose it violation. That'll be a violation on Prince Edward Island. That'll be a Calgary ring.
Good shift from Hallie Rushfeld there. Shot on net, couple of turnovers, outstanding effort.
Calgary with the center ice free pass here. And there's the whistle. Cameron's going to take it, feeds it over to Lindsay. Lindsay Byers, number 9, our only third-year player. Feeds it into Addie. Addie picks it up from her knees, feeds it down to Layla. What a feed. Layla is going to loop around in the quiet ice. Got all 3 players on the strong side. Layla drops it off to Tegan. Tegan dangles, goes backhand, takes a shot on net. And they're going to say Calgary's in the crease. That's a crease violation, PEI ring. Quick little flare out to Maya Gallant. Here's Maya with the ring. Maya's going to walk the blue on her backhand, feeds it all the way out to Annika. Annika tied up, stolen away by Calgary. Layla's going to feed that back to Addison. Addison Yoja. It's going to rip that down deep. Home run pass down to Sophie Miller. Sophie's going to settle it down. Spin move. Protect the ring. Now Sophie cutting inside the ringette line. Protects the ring. Loops around again. She's got Avery with her. So spin move. Looking for the lane. Tries to feed it over. Good steal by Maya Gallant. Right place, right time. Good steal by Maya. And a great steal by Alyssa. Alyssa feeds it into Soph. A couple of really good steals there. Quick turnovers. That's Sophie Miller with the ring now. Soph's going in behind the net, coming out on her forehand here. She's going to drop it off to Hallie. Hallie's going to look to cut the crease. It closed up on her. Good defensive play by 55, Rory. Hallie coming across the top, takes a shot. Good save by Livia. Number 58, Livia throws it to her D partner, Ella. Ella Chason's got the ring all the way out to the center ice dot. And that's going to be fed in. Got a 2-on-1 developing here. The ring slid off of the stick of the PI player, and Calgary on the quick attack here. We've got a line change happening here. Hallie's going to drop it off to Jocelyn. Stolen away by PEI. PEI from the tummy is going to throw the ring into the zone, and Tasha's got the ring. Tasha feeds it over to Jocelyn. Jocelyn on her backhand reverses quickly. She got checked. That'll be a turnover. That's number 41, Maren Myers with the ring. Going to be a penalty on the play here. Maren's going to take 2 for body contact here. Maren went in to check 16, Jocelyn. A little overly aggressive, the referee says. So Maren's going to go sit for 2, ponder her sins. And the the offensive zone free pass comes to Calgary.
I think I just want to say hi to all 8 of our Ringette Canada friends over here. We've got 8 people watching in the stands right now.
Yeah, Ringette Canada all over the place. They're making sure their $2 million, actually $4 million is being spent well.
They might have heard that what we're getting
Jocelyn
paid.
with the one-timer. Great save by Livia. Man, that was a well set up play by Calgary. Jocelyn with the one-timer. Livia with a beautiful save. Livia by far the busier goaltender here. It's going to be a frozen ring, move it or lose it on PEI. That'll be a Calgary ring.
A nice quick offensive set from the Calgary Rogue right there, but turned into a real good scoring chance. And again, calm, cool, and collected PEI goalie is matched to the task.
6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Still 1-0 Team PEI. That goal 18 seconds in, holding up right now. Here's Lindsay Byers. Captain Lenny going to put it in softly. 2-foot pass to Addison. Here comes Addie. Addie cutting across the top, looking for a lane. She got a heck of a shot. Didn't like the shot. It's going to loop around. Protects the ring. Drops it off to Layla. Layla's going to put it in the crease, and Livia will pick that up. Here's Livia looking to find a buddy. Drops it in beside the net. Here comes number 46. There's Lucy Power with the ring. Lucy Power goes to her backhand. Forehand, spin move. Puts it over to her D partner, Haley. Haley's got the ring. She'll bounce it out to the neutral zone. There's number 52, Brielle. Brielle battling hard, so you're going to put it to the center of the ice. That's picked off by Calgary. Layla's got the ring, feeds it in. Good stick there. Goes to Cameron Earl. Here's Cam activated from her D spot. Cameron going long behind the net, coming out on her backhand here. Drops it off to Addie. Addison Yoja takes a quick shot, misses the net. The ring goes in behind the net. Picked up by Hallie Rushfeld. They're going to call a crease violation on Calgary. We got to stay out of the crease, Bradley.
You do. You can't touch the crease, and you got 5 seconds if you're not in possession, Bill, and not in order for that to be waved off. And they were just a little inside of that.
Here's number 49 with the ring, Jessica Holmes in center ice. Jessica slams on the brakes under heavy pressure here. Jessica going to do the home run pass down to Annika. Here's Annika behind the net. Annika coming out on her backhand here, setting up the attack. Backhand pass across the middle. That'll be batted into the corner. Jordan Nero's going to go get that ring. Jordan's going to support it over to Alyssa. Here comes Alyssa. Alyssa's going to dangle her forechecker, slide it out to the neutral zone. Tegan just sweeps it into the D zone. Tegan can't touch that, so she lets Rory McIntyre go get her. Here comes Rory. Good head of steam coming out. She jumps middle, puts it out to the neutral zone. Not handled cleanly. It's going to bounce around. Rory's going to end up with the ring. Now Rory's got it. Rory's going to dump her down, goes all the way down into the crease, and so picks it up. Quickly flares it out to Jocelyn. Here comes 16, Jocelyn Galbraith, one of our captains. Jocelyn feeds it out to JD. JD, they're going to call a penalty on the play. Incidental contact, but they're going to say JD didn't make an effort to get out of the way. They're going to say JD caused that contact, so JD's going to go 2 for body contact. PI player gets up. Looks like she's a little roughed up. I believe that's number 47, Ella Chason. Ella's going to sit down, catch her breath here.
Yeah, tough play. JD's just coming in and looking at the ring, not looking at the player there. Incidental contact between the two, but it was a hard hit. Ella obviously a little bit of discomfort on the bench.
They're actually giving the penalty to PEI.
Well, I thought so. So in that play, because JD's got essentially position, and so she comes in and the other player gets in her way. So if you have position and someone moves in there, that's going to be either a block or a charge. So they're having a discussion with the PEI bench right now, and PEI looks like they're going to take 2 for this penalty.
Poor Ella, she gets rocked, goes to the bench, gets pulled off the bench and put in the penalty box. So they must have stopped the play on a potential injury, right? So
that's
safety
correct.
issue.
Yep.
All right, Calgary ring. Calgary's got a 5-on-4 skater advantage. Here's Addie with the ring. He's going to backhand that Sophie Miller. Soph one-handed stab, picks it up. So it's going to try to cut to the middle. It gets tied up. They're going to say move it or lose it violation on Calgary. It's going to be a PEI ring, goalie ring here for number 58, Livia. Livia Weatherby looking to find a friend. Drops it behind the net. Here comes Grace Trainer with the ring. Little shimmy shake, jumps middle, puts it out to the neutral zone. Number 41's got the ring there. That's Maren Myers. Maren puts it all the way down deep. Cameron goes and picks it up. Here comes Cameron. Cameron's got lots of ice here. Cameron puts it to Layla. It's going to go past everybody. Oh, they're going to say it was a touch. All right, Cameron read the touch. Smart play by Cameron. She saw that it was touch. She goes all the way down, gets the ring. Calgary's got possession. Here comes Hallie Rushfeld. Hallie, number 15, driving across. Fakes the drop, goes to the lane. There's a shot. Misses. It's actually deflected by the D in behind the net. Drops it off to JD. JD's going to get the reset shot. Avery's going to scamper over, battling with Haley to get the ring. Here comes JD looking to drive the net. Flips her hips. JD goes all the way back out to Avery. Avery is going to take that shot. Good save by Livia. Good toe save in the butterfly. Livia's going to flip that out. Easy breakout here for Sophie Gallant. Sophie puts it out to the neutral zone. Not handled cleanly. Picked up there by number 52, Brielle Matheson. Brielle's got the ring. Brielle's going to feed that over to teammate Jessica. Jessica's going to do the home run pass back to Brielle. Or Sophie Gallant, pardon me. Sophie's got the ring down in the corner. Here's Sophie eyeing it up. No shooting lane. She'll go in behind the net. We got exactly 3 minutes left in the second quarter. 1-0 Team PI here. There's number 50. Sophie survives the check, slides it in the crease, and Soph picks it up. Soph quickly flares it out to Jordan. Jordan's got the ring here. 10 seconds left in the PI penalty. 5-on-4 skater advantage for Calgary currently. Lindsay bounces that off the boards, picked off by PI. Good read there by Rory. Rory's got the ring, turns it over to Calgary. Sophie Miller battling with her player. Soph's going to drop that off to Alyssa, the defender. Alyssa slides it into the other defender. It goes right back to Alyssa. Here comes Alyssa. Alyssa's going to put that down in the corner. Tegan's got the ring. We're down to 13 on the shot clock. Tegan drops it off to Addie. Addie looking to get into a lane here. Backhand shot. Livia makes the easy save and rings it in. Livia throws it into the corner. Here comes number 49, Jessica Holmes. Jessica slams on the brakes. Looking to find a friend out in the neutral zone. There's that friend. Not handled cleanly there. Tasha's going to race in. Boxes out her player. They're going to call it a move it or lose it violation on PEI.
Player on player battle. You're not going to beat Tasha Blackwell to that ring. A really, really nice closing speed. And you notice that she'd be able to use her body to actually make sure that she gets in front of the PEI player between them and the ring. That's a good way to maintain possession.
We're up to 11 Ringette Canada officials and staff here, so we're being on our best behavior to earn our $2 million each.
But not really.
Here's Tasha with the ring. Tasha, quiet ice right into the skates of Alyssa. Alyssa's going to battle hard there. PEI is just going to throw it to the middle. Here comes Layla walking down Main Street looking for a lane, takes a shot. Good blocker save there by Olivia. JD's in behind the net, comes up with a rebound. JD throws it up front. Hallie's got the ring. Got tied up. Good defense by PEI. Battling hard. That's number 57, Grace Trainer. JD's going to pick that up, settle it down on the quiet ice here. JD goes all the way across to Layla. Here's Layla, minute and a half left in the quarter. Layla trying to find a shooting lane. There's the shooting lane. Stick saved by Olivia. Went up the shaft of the stick there. It's number 44 at the ring, Maya Fisher. Maya goes out to the neutral zone, picked off by Lindsay. Lindsay slides it in to Cameron. Cameron activated from the D spot. Very good in the offensive zone. Cameron puts it back. Jocelyn will stop, go get that. Here's Jocelyn looking to find a lane. We got a minute left in the quarter. Jocelyn on her backhand, didn't like it, loops around to her forehand. Jocelyn goes down low looking for Avery. Good stick there by 57, Grace Trainer. Avery's got the ring. Low picks it up. Avery gets a backhand, gets a reset, and now Avery's got control of the ring. 43 seconds left in the quarter. Avery going to drop that off to Jocelyn. Here comes JoJo. Right between the center and the D, survives the check. Looking for the lane. Feeds it over to Soph. We only got 13 on the shot clock. Lots of ring movement, no shots yet. That's going to be a penalty on PEI here. Going to be a slashing call to number 44, Maya Fisher. So Calgary will get an O-zone free pass here with 25.9 seconds left. Maya Fisher going 2 for slashing.
Yeah, 25.9 left and an active second quarter. Both teams trying to find their footing here.
Okay, Calgary's going to have the O-zone free pass here. Addie's going to loop that into JD. JD drops it off to Addison. Addie dangles, backhand, forehand. Good shot block by 46, Lucy Power. Lucy throws that straight up in the air. Number 48's got it now. That's Haley McDonald. Haley is going to exit the zone, just going to rip it down the ice, and that'll end off the quarter here. Jordan gets the ring. There's a buzzer. And there we go. We'll call that halftime.
I was wondering if our friendly cameraman could get a picture of us with all of these Ringette Canada officials back here. We've got 11, 12 people hanging out for the broadcast. What's up, Ringette Canada?
This is Ringette Canada here.
Just everybody's here.
They decided to join the Bill and Brad show,
they
baby.
Found out we're getting paid $2 million for this game.
We appreciate our Ringette Canada officials and staff.
As much as they are officials, they are fans of the game.
Producer Susan says, glad to have the Bill and Brad show back. It's good to be back on the microphone here. Lizmir Berg says the commentary is great. We appreciate you. Is that Liz? Liz Meerberg, right? You could read it Lizmir Berg, but it's probably Liz Meerberg.
You know what? I'm going Lizmir.
Lizmir. Oh, boy. Lizmir, we appreciate you. Thanks for watching this wonderful game.
You know, I'm going to make a joke here. So the team PEI, they have their full roster here, but the numbers start at 41 and they finish at 59.
Yep.
Do you think that's citizen number 41 to 59?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, you're number 41. They don't even go by their names in PEI. They just go by badge 41, badge 42. Oh, we love PEI.
We do love the PEI friends.
Yeah, I was in PEI for the first time ever during the Moncton games, or the Moncton CRCs a couple years ago. PEI is absolutely beautiful, a gem of the Maritimes. So
it is absolutely gorgeous. An entirely different country within Canada. If you have not been to PEI, you need to go visit. And speaking of, Calgary is going to be hosting the 2028 and the 2029 CRCs. So we hope all of you come to visit us in Calgary for those great games.
So next year in Halifax, and then you got 2 years in a row in Calgary. So come see us in Calgary. Say hello to the Bill and Brad show.
And all of our Ringette Canada friends here in the booth.
So we got a goaltending change for Calgary here. They're putting Sadie Blankhorn in to finish off the game here. Nice even Steven game. Half for Soph, half for Sadie. That seems the right thing to do. All right, we are at the third quarter. 10 minutes of action to go here. PEI with the ring. Visiting team starts with the ring. PEI's into the attack zone. Here's number 55, Rory McIntyre. Got stick check, lost the ring, recovers the ring. Slides it over to Citizen number 41. There's Marin Myers. Citizen 41 with the ring. Cutting across the top. Knocked down by Jocelyn. Jocelyn will take 2 for violence there. Jocelyn's going to knock down poor Citizen 41. Okay, I'm just kidding. We're having some fun. I love PEI. I was going to say earlier, Brad, how is it that the Calgary taking on an entire province of PEI? Is that even fair? Is that fair that one little old team from Calgary taking on the entire mighty province of Prince Edward Island?
Potentially the country of Alberta.
All right, 4-on-4 action here.
We don't want that.
Yeah. Jocelyn goes to the box, 2 for violence. I didn't see. I'm going to guess a body contact penalty. Jocelyn a little aggressive on the check, so 9:36 left in the third quarter. It is currently 1-0 Team PEI. We are here in the gold medal consolation game.
This next few minutes of the third quarter is going to be where the Calgary Rogue really wants to make sure that they are getting some action in front of the net, try and tie this up as quick as they can.
All right, looks like the referee sorted out something with the shot clock. Looks like the shot clocks were misaligned. They may have unplugged it and plugged it back in. Typical IT solution, right? All right, going to get play underway here. It's number 52 of the ring, Brielle Matheson. Brielle waiting for the whistle. And there it is. Brielle's going to slide it over to her compadre, number 53, Ella. Citizen 53 in behind the net. Ella heading out to the quiet ice here. Ella's going to slide her down low. Nice little pass, post pass to 48, Haley McDonald. Haley goes all the way back across to Ella. Ella's shooting lane, deflects, and in the net. PEI shoots and scores. That ring was deflected. I think Sadie was a little tricked by the deflection, goes off her glove and goes in the back of the net. So Ella Taylor gives PEI a 2-0 advantage here. Little bad luck for Sadie Blankhorn. First shot of the third quarter. It's deflected. It kind of fluttered. She reached for it, and it drops into the back of the net.
And you'll note, Calgary fans, it's the coaches have decided to share the net with the 2 goaltenders tonight. So Sophia Coley was in the first quarter. Sadie Blankhorn is taking the second half of this game.
There's a whistle. Calgary with the center ice free press. Cameron will feed it over to Tasha. Here's Tasha walking the blue. Going to slide it into Cameron. Cameron's going to go in on the attack. Still 4-on-4 skaters for another 40 seconds here. Cameron blows the tire behind the net, stands up again, maintains possession, and goes the other way. Feeds it all the way out front, picked off by PEI. Now PEI has a ring here. They're going to put it out to the neutral zone here. PEI's on the attack here. Avery back playing defense. Puts it out to Hallie in the neutral zone. Hallie's going to feed it over to Tasha. Here's Tasha with the ring. 4-on-4 action, puts it into Haley. Here's Hallie. Hallie goes backhand into the corner, looping around. Hallie's going to cut across the top, feeds it all the way over to Addison. Here's Addison Yoja. 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 2-0 Team PEI at the moment. Addie's got the ring on the quiet ice. Addie cuts across the top, drops it off to Soph. Soph's going to take that shot. Good save by Livia. Rebound picked up by PEI. PEI's out to the neutral zone here. PEI penalties over. We're 5-on-4 skater advantage for PEI now. Here's Jordan with the ring behind her own net. Jordan's going to jump middle, drops it off to Captain Lindsay. Liddy B puts it all the way out to Sophie Miller. Soph's going to try to go get it. The ring dies in the snow, and Soph picks it up. Soph's going to support it from her knees over to Jordan. This is where Calgary misses having a player on the ice. Jordan's missing one attacker there to try to move the ring over. We're down to 8 on the shot clock. JD's got the ring. JD with speed in behind the net here. She's down to 3 on the shot clock. JD spins, misses the net. That'll be a shot clock violation. Goalie ring for Livia. Livia's going to pick that ring up. Going to drop it the easy pass to the side of the net to Grace. Here's Grace with the ring. Grace is going to put that all the way out to the neutral zone there. Picked up by Alyssa. Alyssa's going to go all the way over to Layla. Layla off the bench. Going to loop around, set up the attack here. Layla in the quiet ice. Going to dangle, goes backhand. Takes that shot, slides it just wide. No reset, 17 on the shot clock. Hallie Rushfield with the ring. Here's Hallie. Backhand pass to JD. JD's going to walk in, shoots and scores! JD Patel steps into the nice pass. Puts it up in the top corner, just over Olivia's blocker. Calgary's on the board, make it 2-1.
That's a really nice press by JD coming in, recognizing that turnover was going to come up. Still to pick up that ring and pick that top corner. Perfect shot for the perfect birthday girl.
Oh yeah, JD scores a birthday goal. Look at that, JD Patel. Potts won for a birthday. So Calgary's on the board, make it 2-1 for Team PEI. PEI with the center ice free pass here. Pass across, down into the zone, number 53, Ella Taylor. Ring's going to squirt to Calgary. Now Avery's got it. Avery feeds it out to Cameron. Cameron feeds it back over to Avery. Avery scampered hard, looks to drive. Lane closed up on her, so she's going to loop around in the quiet ice here. Feeds it down low to Jocelyn. No penalties on the board, so we're back to 5-on-5 skaters. Jocelyn across to Avery. Avery's going to rip it, deflects off the D. The D couldn't find it. Jocelyn will come up with that loose ring. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Jocelyn wheels around, goes down low to Teagan. Here's young Teagan Dick, number 10. Teague's cutting across the top, protects the ring, drops it to Addie. That is Inyoja, number 18. Goes in behind the net.
The queen of the quiet ice.
Queen of the quiet ice. Addie looking to find a lane, slides it down. Good stick there by Haley McDonald, and the ring goes out to the Ringette line. Layla picks it up. Layla's driving in, takes the shot, goes up over the net. Calgary's going to burn a 30-second shot clock here. That'll be goalie ring. Livia picks up the ring. Livia just flips it in behind the net, almost nonchalant, like she's dropping a gum wrapper or something.
She is cool as a cucumber.
She is cool, all right, that Livia. That ring goes all the way inside the Calgary zone, and it's quickly turned over the neutral zone. Alyssa backhands that. Good read there by 46, I believe, Lucy Power. But Calgary ends up with the ring. Here's Soph, puts it up high to Layla. Drops it off to Addie. Addie with the ring. Going to loop around in the quiet ice. Addie dangles between the center of the D, stripped off her. And here's PEI with the ring. It's number 42, Maya Gallant. Maya Gallant with the loose ring, puts it out to the center ice area. Slides right past her teammate, number 55, Rory, and that's picked up by Calgary. Hallie's going to go for a skate, feeds it over to Jordan Nero. Here comes Jordan.
Nice back check from Hallie Rushfield to be able to catch that ring in the neutral zone.
Jordan goes out to goal scorer JD. JD feeds it down to Hallie. Hallie drops it off to JD. Good rig movement for Kelly. Right back to Hallie. Hallie tries to take a shot. Good shot block there by Rory. And then Calgary's got the ring behind the net. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Hallie with the ring. She's going to take the shot. Good save by Livia. Livia's a big goalie. She goes down in the butterfly, covers a lot of room. Here's a goaltender, number 49, pardon me, Jessica Holmes. Survives her check. Feeds it all the way out to Marley David. Here's Marley. He's going to put that to center ice. That's picked up by Tasha Blackwell. Tasha feeds that softly into Teagan. Teagan is going to loop around, wait for some teammates here. Teagan feeds that across. Picked up by Avery right off the bench. Here's Avery Kolesnik with the ring. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 2-1 Team PI. Drop pass to Jocelyn. Jocelyn's going to rip that. Livia makes the save. Livia's going to flare that out to her teammate. And PI's got the ring. Backhand here. Out to the neutral zone. Will be picked off by Jocelyn. Jocelyn goes back to Captain Lindsay. Lindsay tries to go out to Avery. Avery's got to come back and get it. She goes right back out to Lindsay on the give and go. Lindsay puts it into Jocelyn. Jocelyn's looking to drive. Gets bodied off. That'll be a penalty on PEI. PEI players flip their hands up saying, come on, brother. It's not a penalty, but you won't change the Stripes' mind at this point. Calgary's got 4 in the zone on the delayed penalty call here. Avery's got the ring. 18 on the shot clock here. 4-on-3 advantage. Calgary on the delayed penalty. Soph right in front of the net. Picked up by Avery. Avery slides it in. Goes into the crease. That's going to be a hooking call on PEI.
You know, as much as this is the consolation final and other teams are hoping they're in this position, you can tell that they've settled in and they want to win this game. Not only are some of these players on PEI and on Calgary, this is their last game of the season, but it is also the last game they're going to play with their friends this year. So this is an important game for them. They want to make a statement.
Number 55, Rory McIntyre, goes 2 for hooking. Calgary's got a 5-on-4 skater advantage. 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Sophie behind the net puts it out to Addison. Addison's going to loop around. Drops it off to Soph. Soph's got a cannon of a shot if she can find that lane. Sophie's going to slow roll it, cuts across the top, dangles in, walks in, backhand, no goal. Puts it in the net, but she was in the crease. No goal for Calgary. Livia will pull that out of the crease. It's a goalie ring. Livia's going to flip that out to Ella Taylor. Ella Taylor's got the ring now. Ella's content to rip it around to her teammate Maya. Here's Maya on the sideboards under heavy pressure. She just backhands that all the way out to the blue line. Now the ring's out to the neutral zone. Picked out there by Alyssa Walter. Alyssa goes down to Layla. Layla driving one-on-one. Puts it back. Stolen away by PEI. Good stick check there. Now Calgary's got the ring. Here comes Layla. Layla into the quiet ice here. Layla's going to Drop it off to Hallie Rushveld. Hallie's looking to get around. Throws it out high to JD. JD goes back down to Layla. Or Hallie, backhand shot, but she's in the crease, goalie ring. Here's Olivia with the ring.
That is Hallie Rushfeld's office right there, right in front of the crease. A lot of danger out in that area.
Here's Maya Glant with the ring. Maya survives the check. Puts it out to her teammate here. Now PI's at center ice. There's a lead pass down to 53, Ella Taylor. Eller's under heavy pressure. Rips that shot up over the net. Lindsay's going to pick up that rolling ring. Lindsay gets stick check, survives the check. 35 seconds left in the PI penalty. 5-on-4 skater advantage for Calgary. Cameron's going to... Oh, they're going to call that a move or lose it violation on PI, so it's going to be a violation on PI. It'll be Calgary Ring at center ice.
Yeah, fortunate play for Calgary there. It looked like a little bit of a trip that occurred, but Cameron survives that one, and Calgary ends up with the ring.
Look how many officials are up here now. They heard this is where the party is.
I mean, there's the audit committee from Ringette Canada is on balcony to look after us.
You think they heard about the $2 million salary we were getting? All right. So the referee's over talking to the PI bench, explaining what the call was. There's a whistle. Center ice free pass for Calgary. As Alyssa Walter feeds it over to Jordan. Jordan, a little soft pass to Jocelyn. Jocelyn walks down Main Street, tries to go low post down to Soph, picked off by PI, and they're content to shoot it out to the neutral zone. Good battle there. Jordan with good hustle picks it up. She goes right back into the zone to Sophie Miller.
Jordan's had a great week this year. Really, really aggressive play on the D.
Here's Sophie with the ring, controlling it out to the quiet ice. Soph, backhand pass over to Addie. Addie one-on-one, flips her hips, takes a shot, scores! Addison Yoja flips her hips to a good shooting lane, puts it up over the shoulder of Livia. Ties the game 2-2.
The queen of the quiet ice, Addison Yoja, be able to move across the rink and get that goaltender moving, just open up that left side stick, high portion of the net, be able to create a quick shot off her hip, and there we are, 2-2 game, fresh set of downs for these two teams in battle.
That'll go into the books as a power play goal. That'll be Addison Yoja from Sophie Miller. PEI with the center ice free pass. The noise is ramped up here now. PEI's walking the blue. D-to-D pass. Now the pass goes down deep to Ella Chason. Ella goes down to Marley David. Here's Marley with the ring. Marley walking the sideboards. Calgary's built the wall here, challenging PEI to come through. Pass slides through. We're down to 10 on the shot clock. Here's number 41, Marin Myers. Marin takes that shot. Sadie makes a save. Rebound ends up back in the crease. That's going to be a crease violation by PEI. Quick whistle, and Sadie's got the ring. Sadie drops it into Tasha. Tasha survives the check. Half-board breakout there. Hallie Rushwell picks it up. Hallie's going to cut the top of the crease, slams on the brakes. Feeds it out to Cameron. Cameron, out in the neutral zone, feeds her down deep to Layla. Layla's going to walk in, backhand, tries to slide it across. Picked off nicely by PEI, and PEI is going to put that all the way over both blue lines. Lindsay picks it up over to Tasha. Tasha's going to feed that down. Tegan going for a line change, didn't see it. The ring's going to bounce around to the blue line. Bounces off a couple of players there. They're going to call a both sides violation on Calgary. That hit Calgary inside the blue. We picked it up outside the blue, same player. That's a violation, PEI ring.
Tricky play there. A lot of sticks and skates and bodies in the way there. And let's say you cannot touch the ring on both sides of that blue line. They will stop that and make that a change of possession.
Only 36 seconds left in the third quarter. We got a 2-2 game here. The center ice free pass for Team PEI. Here's number 44 walking the blue. Maya Fisher drops it off to her D partner. That's Grace Traynor. Grace is content to dump it down in the corner. Picked off there by Jordan. Jordan sports it over to Lindsay. Lindsay with the ring. Does a spin move. Survives the 4-on check. PEI is coming like a house on fire here. Lots of hard check-in. Lindsay's going to rip that all the way down to the blue line. Good stick by JD to stop it. That ring gets pushed back into the Calgary zone. Only 7 seconds left in the quarter here. See if Calgary gets one more chance here. JD's driving in, walking in. She shoots it. Good save by Livia, and there's the buzzer. Birthday girl JD got one more chance there. Walked in and shot it. I just want to finish the event sponsors real quick. So I want to say thanks to the event sponsors. Annabelle, ISI Live, and Francis on the camera, my main man here. Augur, Hollingsworth Personal Injury Lawyers. David Hollingsworth Personal Corp, and Malika Consulting. So again, thank you to all our event sponsors putting on this event. Takes a lot, and they've done a great job.
Big thanks to all 12 of our Ringette Canada friends up on this balcony here.
They heard we're the part.
The audit committee.
We're literally up in a corner in the rink here.
Before we get into the chat, I just want to give a quick shout out to our injured friends. We've got Kaylin Byers back in Calgary watching with her dad Steve, I'm sure. And we miss you very much. We wish you guys are out on the ice here with us. Also on the sidelines is Haley Kane, number 7, went down with a lower body injury early in the tournament. So we wish you a fast recovery. Team misses you, but we certainly wish you were back out here with us.
I want to say hi to Mac Johnson, logged in, said watching from, is that Montague, like the, oh my God, Shakespeare?
Yeah. He's from Montague House.
Okay.
Isn't that Othello?
It's a something.
Somebody will tell us.
Mac Johnson, Montague PEI watch along. Thanks for joining us tonight, Mac. The noise level is up to about a 7 out of 10 in here. All right, just having a look at the chat. Looks like we're caught up here. Appreciate you all watching. All right, let's set the stage here. We got a final 10 minutes on the clock for the fourth quarter.
Not only the fourth quarter, the season.
Well, we will let you know that in the championship, in the medal rounds here, it'll be unlimited overtime if it needs to. These teams are going to work hard to try to not have overtime, but Calgary starts with the Ring as a home team. 2-2 game here. Calgary-Rogan, Team PEI. Tasha walks the blue line, bounces it off to Alyssa. Alyssa's going to enter the zone. Alyssa looking to drive, cutting across the top. Slides it down to JD. JD kicks it back to Addie. Our 2 goal scorers, JD and Addie, exchanging the ring here. Here's JD Patel with the ring. Slides it right back down to Addie. Down to 9 on the shot clock already. Addie goes way up high outside the Ringette line, protects the ring. Slides it over to Layla. Layla's got a lane, shoots it. Good save by Livia. Livia's going to throw it in the corner to Jessica. Here's Jessica Holmes with the ring. Jessica slams on the brakes, does her own 360, kicks it back to D partner Rory. Rory slides it out to the neutral zone there. Picked up by Annika. Annika slides it over to Jessica. Jessica's going to walk the blue. Jessica's under pressure, just backhands it all the way down deep into the corner. Nobody home, so Alyssa will pick it up. Alyssa's going to backhand that all the way out to the center ice area, picked up by Hallie Rushfeld. Calgary's looking to gain the zone. Quick little pass in, stolen away by PEI. That's number 48, Haley with a good read. Haley's under heavy pressure, survives the check, spins around. She's just going to dump that out over the blue line, picked up by PEI, number 47. Quick little turnover there. Here's Cameron Earl with the ring. Cameron's going to loop around. Cameron's going to feed that into, here comes Hallie. Hallie looking to drive, goes to her backhand. Backhand, oh, that's her move. Backhand, forehand. She's going to drop it off to Addie. Or pardon me, Tegan. This is Tegan, young Tegan here. Number 10, looping around, slides her down to Avery. Errant pass picked up by 48, Haley McDonald. Here's Haley. Haley's going to walk the top of the crease. 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 2-2 game between Calgary and PEI. Backhand pass is going to be picked up by Calgary inside the blue line, and Avery's got the ring. Avery's going to slide that down, goes right to number 44, Maya Fisher. Maya quickly out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Sophie Miller, intercepts that pass. Soph's going to slide into JD. JD's walking down Main Street, slides her into the corner to Jocelyn. Here comes JoJo. Drops it off to JD. JD's going to walk out behind the back. What a shot, what a save. Cheeky little shot by JD. Olivia makes a great save. PI is out to the neutral zone there. Alyssa Walter battling hard, number 52. That's Brielle. Referee is going to call a move it or lose it violation. Oh, they're going to call a tripping penalty here.
Boy, kudos to Olivia, be able to see that backhand shot from JD.
I love it.
Be able to stick up that left pad, be able to make that stop on the corner.
I love
really
the
heavy
cheek.
Play.
Yeah, that was a heck of a skilled shot. The referee's not even sure who's getting the penalty. He's looked like he's giving it to PEI. Tripping call. Goes to number 53, Ella Taylor. The referee hesitated for a moment, but all right, so 53, Ella Taylor goes 2 for tripping. Calgary has a 5-on-4 skater advantage. Addie's going to take the offense's own free pass. Looks at the net, doesn't like it, slides it over to Sophie Miller. Soph setting up the play, heading going long behind the net here. Sophie Miller cutting across the top. Protects the ring, looking for a lane. Closed up on her. Good defense by PEI here. Soph's going to loop around. Kicks it back to Addie. Addie tries to go behind the back, picked off neatly by Maya Gallant. Maya's got the ring. Maya's going to throw it away, picks it up. JD picks it up, drives right back in. JD kicks that back to Addie. Addie in behind the net. We got a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Addie's going to go long out to the quiet ice. Loops around to her forehand here. Addie looking for a lane. Closed up on her. Good defense there by 55. Rory McIntyre pushed her into the corner. Addie tries again. Addie drops it off to Layla. Layla with the ring. There's Rory again, checking hard. Rory McIntyre battling hard here. Good job, Rory. Layla's content to throw it into the crease, and Olivia picks it up. Rory drops it off to Rory McIntyre. Here's Rory. Rory's just going to rip that all the way down the ice. 55 seconds left in the PI penalty. Here's Calgary to the neutral zone. Tasha's going to feed it into Layla. Here's Layla with the ring. Got 6:20 left in the fourth quarter. 2-2 action here. Gold medal consolation final. Layla drops it off to Tegan. Tegan dangles, walks in, shoots. Good save, Livia. There's number 46, Lucy Power with the ring. Under pressure. Lucy's going to bounce it in right into the referee. Bad hop for PEI. Picked up there by Hallie. Hallie Rushfeld takes a chop from Rory. I like that Rory. She plays hard. Here comes Hallie. Dangles in. Backhand, forehand. Everybody's in the crease. They're going to say Calgary's in the crease first. That's a violation. That's a goalie ring. Livia picks up the ring. Livia's going to flip that out. Avery's going to go pick that up. Good goalie ring by Avery to steal that. Avery protects the ring. 5:41 left in the fourth quarter. 2-2 action here. Avery's going to rip that. Goes up over the net. No reset. And the ring's going to bounce around. Avery's just going to drop it off there. Gets batted out to the neutral zone. Now Avery's going to go get that. Avery goes backwards to Jordan. Jordan goes out to the neutral zone to Jocelyn. Here comes Captain Jojo. Captain Jojo slides it in. Great pass to Lindy B. Captain Lindsay drops it back to Jordan. I'd like to have seen Lindsay drive there.
I really would.
Going to call a frozen ring, move it or lose it on PEI.
As a veteran third year, she likes to make sure that she makes everyone get involved. That pass is just a little bit extra. But I like the effort there to be able to see that player from Rogue streaking in.
Looks like we got a timeout called here.
One of the things to note about this game is that this has settled into be a very, very entertaining consolation final. As we talked about before, neither of these teams really wanted to be in this position. However, this is a really, really well-contested game. And keep in mind that these two teams here, Team PEI is their provincial champion, and Calgary Rogue is the AB2, so they're a second-place team out of their province. And it's important to understand that these two are still within the top 20 in the entire country. So phenomenal rosters, phenomenal coaching staff, phenomenal players, phenomenal parents, phenomenal volunteers. You should be very, very proud of these two teams for what they've achieved this year.
Quick shout out to the championship round. Two semifinals are underway in about 3 minutes here. The one semifinal is going to be the Calgary Havoc, our sister team, playing against Team Ontario from Burlington. And the other side of the bracket is going to be Ontario 2 playing off against Team New Brunswick. So 4 very good teams will battle it out in the semifinals today.
Nakamori fam says, great, what a great game, Bill Brad. Annie Bear says, great commentator, Bill Brad, to enjoy a weekend. You too.
Jocelyn tries to take a shot, recovers it, shoots it, deflects again. Good defense here. PEI's blocking all sorts of shots in front of the net. Here's number 44, Maya Fisher with the ring. Maya's going to put that out to the neutral zone. Number 51 under pressure here, that's Marley David. Marley under heavy pressure, turns it over. Sophie Miller picks it up. Sophie in returns under heavy pressure, survives the check, slides it over to Jordan. Here's Jordan Nero. Jordan scampers around her forechecker, slides it into Addie. Addie's got space here, walking in, one-on-one, flips her hip, shoots, deflected into the crease, and Livia picks it up. Livia flares that out to Ella Taylor. Ella puts it to the blue line here. It's going to be a tripping call on Calgary here. They're going to call a tripping penalty on Tegan Dick, number 10. The ring will go all the way down to the Calgary zone, so PEI is going to get a 5-on-4 skater advantage here.
Can't say enough about Livia Weatherby, the goaltender for the PEI Wave, the team PEI. Fantastic little goaltender. She just plays really, really hard, and I just can't believe how calm she is in that crease.
Penalties aren't totally crazy here. It's not the NHL because you're only allowed to have 3-on-3 below the ringette line. When you get a second penalty, knock on wood, that is when penalties become a problem. But right now it's a 5-on-4 skater advantage for Team PEI. Here's PEI with the ring number 50, Sophie Gallant, coming out on the other side on her forehand. Cutting across the top, looking for a lane. There's a lane, shoots and scores! Sophie Gallant drives in.
That's a really nice play for Sophie Gallant, be able to come across the top of the circle, get over to the hash marks, be able to draw those D over, create a little screen on Sadie Blankhorn, be able to pick that far corner. Very, very accurate and great shot. So congrats to Team PEI to be able to take that lead. 3-2.
Goes down as a power play goal for PEI. Number 50, Sophie Glenn, gives in the go-ahead goal. It's 3-2 PEI currently. 4:15 left in the fourth quarter here. Calgary desperately looking to equalize now. Lindsay with the center ice free pass, puts it over to Cameron. Cameron slides it down to Jocelyn. Jocelyn down Main Street, goes down low. They shoot and score! Sophie Miller. One-time shot from the post. Calgary answers right back to tie the game 3-3. What a play, Brad.
I didn't check the timestamp on that, but that was about 3 or 4 seconds to be able to get that goal back for Calgary Oak. Nice pushback. Good position from the office of Sophie Miller, be able down in that right corner, be able to crab that ring and be able to put it behind the net. We got a fresh set of downs with 4 minutes left. This game is a game.
Great answer by Calgary. Right off the center ice free pass to drive down, get that one-timer from the post, and they tie it up. 4:07 left in the fourth quarter. 3-3 action here. Team PI with the ring, center ice free pass. That is Maya Fisher, slides it over to Grace Trainer. Grace dumps it down into the corner. It's picked up down there by Marley David. Here's Marley with the ring. Marley's going to loop around, heading out to the quiet ice. She's going to drop it off to Ella Chason. Ella, backhand pass out front. Good defense by Calgary. They're going to bat it to the sideboards. Calgary's at the blue line, pushes it out to the neutral zone there. JD rips that down to Layla. Layla back to JD. She walks in all alone, shoots up over the net. JD's going to kick it to herself. JD's coming right back out front. Puts it down to Senyoja, number 18. Got a line change happening here. Addie's going to let the line change happen. She's going to come out front, backhand shot, rebound. Addie will pick up her own rebound here. 3:13 left in the fourth quarter. 3-3 action here. Calgary Rogan, Team PEI. Addison down below us here. Drops it off to Hallie Rushwell. Hallie goes in behind the net to Teagan. Teagan gets a stick in the midsection. She's going to curl out. Backhand, protects the ring. Backhand shot. Livia makes an easy save. She'll drop it in beside the net here. Teagan puts her stick down to force Maya Fisher out to the other side. Maya throws it out to the neutral zone there. Good man on pressure. Tasha steals it away, puts it into Teagan. Teagan slides it to Avery. Avery flips to her backhand here. 2:40 left in the fourth quarter. 3-3 action. Drops it off to Hallie. Here's Hallie. Backhand. Slides her down to Sophie. Sophie just tied the game moments ago. Sophie Miller curling around out in the quiet ice. Soph gets tripped up. They're going to call a penalty on PEI here. Maya Fisher looks at the referee and says, "What? Me?"
Yeah, kind of an incidental trip there. Maya just had some contact and fell down, put her stick out in front of her, and Sophie skated over it, and that is a trip. So good call from the referee.
You can see the ref was a little hesitant. It took a little while to get the hand up, but the referee's like, "Yep, got to call that."
Yeah, you do have to call it. It's an unfortunate for the PEI player, but that
number
is
44, Maya Fisher goes 2 for the trip. Calgary's on the attack. There's a pass back to Avery. Avery goes opposite side down to Jocelyn. Good stick there by Jessica Holmes. Jocelyn's got the ring in behind the net. We got a truck and trailer going on. Avery in the trail position. Jocelyn tries to drop it back to Avery. Went up in the air. Avery batted it down. Now Avery's got the ring. It's going to be stolen there by Rory McIntyre. Here's Rory. Good hard work in Rory. The ring gets stolen away. Avery picks it up. Minute 55 left in the fourth quarter. 3-3 action. Gold medal consolation final here. Got a line change happen here. Jocelyn looks back to the bench. Looking for some red jerseys to help her out. Drops it off to Addie. Here's Addie. Addie, JD, and Layla on the attack right now. Addison's going to loop around on the quiet ice. Looks for the lane, shoots it up over the net. JD's going to pick it up down to 7 on the shot clock. JD cuts across the top. She's got a lane. She's going to shoot it, deflects all the way into the crease, and Livia picks it up. Goaltender Livia drops it in behind the net to Ella Chason. Here's Ella. Jumps middle, over the blue line. It's out to Marley David. Marley under pressure. She's going to get knocked down. That'll be a penalty on Calgary. It's going to be a tripping call on Alyssa Walter. So, Brad, we're going to have 4-on-4 action here. We got a minute 14 left in the fourth quarter, 3-3 game.
Yeah, here we are, 1:14 with 3-3 game. Looking like overtime is upon us. We'll have to see how these two teams respond. PEI starts with this offensive free ring. We'll see what they're going to do with it.
And now you've jinxed it, of course, right? Going to be a timeout for Calgary here. Calgary's going to set it up. Alrighty.
Important possession for PEI here to be able to have They can control this rink and allow their penalty to potentially expire with one reset, and they'll be able to have numbers be able to go in on Calgary during the time that they're serving their penalty. Going to be an interesting last set here before we potentially head into a fifth period. You can see Sadie Blankhorn down in the van just getting ready for those corners. That's an important skill for the goaltenders to be able to get across quickly.
So it's going to be 4-on-4 skater action. 50 seconds left in the PEI penalty. A fresh 2 on the board for Calgary. 1 minute 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3-3 game here. Nothing more important. It's a gold medal game. Consolation round. Canadian Ringette championships here.
You can see the support from the association. U16 AA Rowdy was just playing in a championship semifinal. They're here watching the girls, and you can tell they just play because they're in t-shirts and shorts, and this rink is cold.
Here's PI up the free pass here, looping around in the quiet ice. Ring goes down to Marley David. Marley's got it. Going to size up the attack here. Drops it off to Ella Chason. Ella tries to drag, gets knocked down to her knees, slides it over, a quick shot up over the net there by Rory McIntyre. Ring goes right back out to Rory. Rory on her backhand shoots, saved by Sadie. PI picks it up. They're going to put it into the crease. All sorts of action. Holy, it's hairy around the net here. Sadie's going to eat a 5-second goalie violation here.
Outstanding possession from PEI, be able to generate 3 different scoring chances off of that offensive free ring. They won it, and Calgary was up to the task. Good job with Sadie, be able to stay square in those nets and repel those shots.
It's a lot of pressure on these athletes too. They're young athletes, right? So it's a lot of pressure. A lot of people watching, a lot of noise in the rink here. Number 42, Maya Gallant, kicks it over to her teammate. Here comes Sophie Gallant. Perhaps sisters. Gallant to Gallant. Sophie Gallant's got the ring. Sophie goes back in behind the net, coming on her forehand on the other side. Sophie skating hard there, picks it up by 55. Sophie's going to rip it. Just missed the net. She just scored from there a few minutes ago. PEI maintains possession. We're down to 16 in the fourth quarter. The ring comes up. There's a quick shot. Sadie makes the save. She's not sure where it is. It ends up in the crease, and she'll pick it up. She's going to drop it in behind the net. Miscommunication. PEI puts it out front. Number 42's got it. 3 seconds on the clock. They're going to call another penalty here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Holy smokes.
So as my friend Bill likes to mention, this is where penalties matter.
So Cameron Earl's going to go 2 for body contact. There's 2.0 seconds left in the fourth quarter. PI is going to look to shoot right off the offensive pass. Slides it across, 1 pass back. Bit of a bobbled pass, but won't matter because PEI is going to have a long 3-on-2 advantage to start the overtime period.
Yeah, 46-second 2-man advantage for PEI starting this overtime. We're going to be looking for both of the real tall defensemen or persons coming out to be able to play this game. And Calgary hopefully is up to the task. PEI with a good opportunity coming into overtime. Kind of fitting for this team, for this championship battle to end up in overtime. These two teams have played really, really well. Both goaltenders, all 3 goaltenders in this game have played really, really good. PEI with some really, really good offensive chances over the last fourth quarter. And nice to see these teams go into an overtime period to finish their season.
Referee with the coin flip. They're going to decide which end they're defending and who starts with the ring. That'll be very important for Calgary to start with the ring. I don't know who won the coin toss, so.
It's like Captain Lindy B, number 9, 3rd year.
So, all right, it looks like, if I'm reading it correctly, it looks like Calgary won the coin toss. That means Calgary starts with the ring. Again, that's incredibly important because there's 46 seconds left in a 3-on-2. Calgary's going to want to get out of this mess here. We got a long 3-on-2. PI just wants to get control and get into the zone. We'll do a 10-minute sudden victory overtime period. The winner takes it all. Gold medal consolation final here.
Bill, I don't want to make you nervous, but we're up to 260 viewers on this consolation final broadcast.
Is my mom on the broadcast, sir? If you are, hi, Mom.
When is she not on that broadcast?
260 people watching along. Thank you for watching, giving up some of your Friday night here. This is the best game on ice. We love this game of Ringette.
I hope we've made your Good Friday a great Friday.
Oh, yeah, it's Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, everybody. For me, it's just another day at CRC's.
Every day at CRC's is a good day.
Every day at CRC's is a good day. Okay, now the noise is up to about an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. It is bananas in here. We got all the Ringette Canada officials watching and enjoying the game with us here.
Including the hallway officials. We got 15 people tuning into this game.
All right, Calgary, we'll start with the ring here. We've only got 3 skaters. We're down 2. Lindsay steps in. Lindsay's going to feed that backwards. Jocelyn's going to control the ring. Jocelyn's just going to loop around, drops it off to Lindsay. Bit of a dicey pass. Lindsay survives that. PI's trying to put a check on there. Lindsay, strong like bull. Lindsay walks the blue line, slides it out. Nice pickup by Jocelyn. Jocelyn down at 9 on the shot clock, puts it back to Jordan Nero. Jordan puts it across to Lindsay, bounces off a stick. 18 seconds left in the 3-on-2. PI wants to go get that set up. Soft little pass in. 12 seconds on the 3-on-2. There's a pass down low. 7 seconds left. Quick shot and they score! PEI scores a power play goal to win it all. Gold medal champions, Team PEI on the 3-on-2. And PEI roars onto the ice to celebrate the overtime winner.
Yeah, and that is the consequence of going into an overtime in a 3-on-2 deficit, that PEI is going to get their chances. A nice job by the Calgary Rogue to be able to control that ring early on in that possession. PEI got their chance with about 12 seconds left. We'll be able to pop one on the stick side of Sadie Blankhorn.
I see number 51 celebrating, Marley David. Maybe that's her. Marley, if you scored that goal, that's an amazingly big goal. Congratulations to Team PEI. They scored the overtime winner. That's
really exciting for Team PEI. Small little province in the fantastic and beautiful Dominion of Canada to be able to take down the Calgary Rogue, a perennial AA program, and that's a great win for them. But the Rogues should hold their heads high. They fought hard through a week that probably wasn't their best one, and was able to make it to the consolation final. I thought they played very well.
So Team PEI wins gold in the consolation final. Congratulations to the PEI Wave. They will finish 9th in the country out of 18 teams. Calgary Rogue will win silver. I don't even know if there's a silver. I doubt it, actually.
We'll make it one.
Yeah, well, they're just heading off the ice, so I don't think there's a consolation silver medal. Calgary will finish 10th in the overall standings. And PEI celebrating with their coaches. Head coach Scott Fisher, assistant coaches Chris Gallant, Danielle Stedman, Jessica Snowden, Madison Fisher, and their team manager Julie Traynor. Congratulations, you've won yourself your gold consolation final here. Team PEI will finish with a 9th place finish out of 18 teams here at the CRCs, and the Calgary Rogue will finish 10th overall at the CRCs.
And a big hug goes out to those players that are injured, those players that are not returning to AA, and those players that are aging out as a third year, including Lindsay Byers, number 9. I don't know which players might be aging out of the PEI team, but this is an emotional moment for them. Whether win or lose, fantastic career to those that are aging out.
So everybody's kind of looking at the minor officials. I don't even think there's medals, actually.
There is no medal. There used to be medals at the CRCs for the consolation, and they're not medals, at least in terms of the last couple of years. So this might be just a time for the girls, the athletes to be able to hang on and ice together.
So Calgary's heading to the dressing room. It looks like Team PEI will do an athlete photo out on the ice, and why not? Anytime you win the last game of the season and it's a championship game, congratulations again to Team PEI. Scoring that overtime power play goal, 3-on-2, quick shot from the post. And PEI seals the deal.
On a personal note, I just want to thank my good friend Bill over here for a fantastic season of commentating for the Calgary Rogue, and then having the opportunity to commentate at the CRC Championships here in 2026 in Ottawa. One of the best experiences that I've had as a Ringette dad is standing beside my friend and be able to call these games.
Thanks a lot, Brad. I appreciate that a lot. Just tried to do our best here. And Brad did an amazing job offering commentary, offering color on the game, filling in the gaps, and taking over for me when I need a drink of water and using his Ringette knowledge. So I appreciate Brad a lot. So, all right, I think on that note, maybe we'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching. This is a beautiful game.
We'll see you next season.
We'll see you next season. Have a good night, everybody.